Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Feeling hot.
Yes. I'm in my pants, and there's a fan just... Well, I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah, I am.
So you mean Bernadette is under the desk with a fan? Sorry, Ron.
And a bunch of grapes at the top, you know.
That's it, yeah.
No, they're already there. Anyway, evening.
More like raisins, I would suggest.
Oh, happy Friday. It comes around so fast.
Well, that's not what people say on a Wednesday, is it? They all moan their face off you. Happy Hump Day, which I only found out is a saying this week.
You'd never heard of Hump Day? In that term, obviously.
Correct. Humping and pumping is something completely different to me.
Yeah.
That's only once a year for me, that one.
Yeah. See, if there was a day I could get rid of, it would have to be Tuesday because for me, it has no meaning. It's not the beginning. It's not the beginning.
So sure
it's not the middle. It's not the end. Yeah, mate, it's been years. Anyway,
put me back out.
Rob, thanks for coming back on again, mate. Nice to see you.
Worries. All right, I like to pop in when I'm needed.
Yeah,
or not needed, whatever the case is.
Good. I think Drippy College outside the post office the other day queuing, so he said that you weren't busy at the minute.
I thought he was going to mug me for my pension.
Then he realised how much it was, and he felt sorry for you.
Yeah, so Christ. Buy yellow tang with that.
Oh dear. But no, thanks for coming on, mate. Jamie, what's happening?
Loads has been going on.
I know.
We have got an empty tank. Well, it's been empty twice over this week. It's been filled and drained and filled and drained, and it is on the last clean before I picked up the RO unit today.
I was going to say that's not empty, is it? It looks like it's sort of 2/3 full. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just tap water.
I reckon if we get Jamie to drink enough live, he will
get him in there
in the tank. Yes.
I've been in there all bloody afternoon. The back of my head's killing me. The amount of times I smashed it.
Look at you wearing the Reefers Network polo. You look like you're looking for your going on a golfing sort of trip. Nice touch.
Yeah, for a posh one.
Nice for Friday. Okay. Right, well, evening, chaps. Happy Friday. Let's jump straight in to those 40 odd of you that have joined us this evening. Chris, evening all. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you in the comments as always. Happy Friday to you. You're keeping cool. Johnny Boy, he's been busy on the waltzers, I'm sure, in Skeg Vegas today, on the Big Dipper.
Is J-Dub on the waltzers?
JW's on the waltzers always. Yeah. It goes for a 99 and then asks for a 69 after a bottle of vodka. But I had to go there. Hope you're good, Johnny Boy. Hope you're good. Mo's in the house. Mo from Leicester. Evening, Mo.
Oh.
Evening, Mo.
Evening. Who else we got in here? A few people chatting amongst themselves. Techers here. Evening.
Very.
What else we got? Centripigi. Terry. Yes, see, Tony. I called him. Yes.
Tony. So that was a Terry sandwich we just had there.
It was.
I'm not eating it.
Nope. Lovely to meet him on Saturday at Finest. Nice to put a face to the name. Definitely.
Super nice guy.
Yeah, really nice guy. Drives like a twat, but yeah, really nice guy.
What does he?
Jamie's in the house. That's coming from me. I can't comment on my ex-car. Jamie's here as well, in person and in comments. What else we got in here? Emma. What's up, fam?
Emma.
Oh.
The tallest reefer in the UK is here. Oh dear, I wish Baby David had made it. With that, we needed that picture. Matt tried, but yeah, it wasn't the same as Dave. Good effort, Matt.
I saw them trying to do the photo, and it looked very, very naughty.
Oh, did it?
Well, Matt was on his knees.
Does he trust you to think like that, Ronald?
We all turned round and we all went, "Oi, oi."
What's happening here?
Oh dear, Gazza's here with us as well. Evening, Gazza.
Gazza.
What else we got in here? Oh, are you ready, Ronald?
Oh, who've we got?
Hello, Dave.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Just that.
Not Dave.
I talked to him earlier. Actually, he's been putting some sticks in his tank. Hopefully not wooden ones, but yeah,
He has.
Nice.
He's overthinking it like he does everything. Good lad.
I think they're all the lollipop sticks he gets at the playground. Anthony, good evening. Hope you're good. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us, mate. Bristol Reefer.
Lee.
Yeah.
Evening, Lee.
This is Lee. Yeah. Make me love to Reef. Lovely chap. And what else we got in here? Steve. Why is everyone's face swap except something else big? I don't know. You got me onto that AI, mate. It's all your fault. But thanks. It was a bit of fun. Don't cost anything. Who else we got in here? Smash and Reef, the mighty duo from up your way, Ronald.
What a pair of legends. So did you see how much they were just looking after everybody at Finest?
You mean how much booze they were selling at the back of the car?
Well, not just anytime anything happened, they fucking sorted it out. So thank you so much for coming. I mean, Bernadette came out the toilet and went, I'm not going in there. And Sharon went, what's the matter? 2 minutes later, Sharon's back. That's it cleaned up. On you go.
Covered in shit.
Just boom. Just so thank you very much.
After Drippy, that is very brave, I might add.
I did wonder how he got the name.
Oh, God. Yes. No, they definitely need to be the reefing bouncers of any meet. They're brilliant. Yes. Calm any situation down. Lovely to meet them as well again on Saturday. Who else we got in here? Nick and Stacey are here. Evening.
Hey, guys.
Good. Again, people chatting amongst themselves. Oh, here he is. Matthew.
Matty boy.
Thanks.
Hello, mate.
That'd be good. Thanks again for your help for organising last Saturday, mate. Much appreciated. Harry West is in the house. Evening, Reefers. Hope you're good.
Harry.
Here she is. The baker, that is. Bernadette.
Good evening.
I didn't get a Viennese swirl because it was a bit warm. When I went to have one, it had got a little bit toasty in the fish room. And I looked at it, and the cream was just going, I'll do it again for you, just in case you missed that. And I just thought, no, I'll leave the cream one. So I went for a brownie instead. But amazing. Thanks.
The brownies were amazing.
Yes, it was. Who else we got in here? Liam's here. Good evening, everyone. Well, fancy dress.
Liam?
No, sorry, mate. And the tank is going to start beeping because we've reached 26. So I might have to turn that off halfway through the show. Apologies. Who else is here? Elisa,
Happy birthday.
Hello, Pocket Rocket. Oh, by the way, Bernadette is just saying in the chat that it was not cream.
All the more reason I'm glad I avoided them.
Didn't say what it was.
Yeah, we'll leave that. Jim's here. Hiya, Jim.
Jimothy.
Jim.
That'd be good, my man. Whoever this is, hats off for your imagination. Drippy gaping hole. Good evening, monkeys. Hope you're good.
Avatar to match as well.
Yeah, very good, very fitting. Yeah. Trust you, Jamie, to pick up on that so quickly.
Bleeding apple.
John Costello, evening. Sylvester's Reef, good evening.
Evening.
Few I haven't seen in here for a while. Jeff B, thanks for joining us. Jeff B.
Jeffy.
Sup, all you reef sluts. Yep, he's talking to you three, clearly. Triggerfish 45. Keel.
Hey,
Kyle.
Dessert.
Nipples for dessert.
Joe's here, Scottish Reefer. Thank you very much for joining us, mate. Hope you're good. Like what you're doing with the raffle.
Shaggers.
Banana Rama.
Ramrod.
Coming in here. Gary Neal. Hope you're good, Gary. Dave Benz is here. Julian, I see you on Saturday. She gives some of the best hugs around.
What a lovely couple her and her husband Paul were. Seriously.
Definitely.
Oh, beep.
Beep. It's going to keep doing it. It's not my pacemaker. That doesn't make a noise at all. Scott McMillan, thanks for joining us, mate. Happy Friday. We've got Haley Barr as well. Evening, Haley. Hope you're good.
Haley.
Seen you for a bit. Spiller's Reef. I don't think I've missed anybody as yet. If I have, I do apologise. I will get to you when I can. Oh, Yarek, here you are. Evening, Yarek. Hope you're good.
Good evening.
Timothy's joined us. Timothy.
Timbo. Not seen him in ages.
I know. It would have been nice to have seen him on Saturday. I think he was at a dog show. So, yes, he's into his dogs. Got a lovely set of young pups. Yes. He's going to correct me. It might not be, but yes. very similar sort of breed. Big Al's in the house. Evening, Al.
Alan?
Willem. Oh, there you go, Willem. And there we go. Boom. 54. Thank you. Wow.
Need to lie down now.
On that
That's
note.
a good list. Good list.
Yeah, I know you're going to go, what are you drinking, Thomas?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
What are you drinking? Any guesses? And it's not piss.
Let me see it.
Long Island.
That's not like a Long Island tea, doesn't it?
No.
But knowing Tom, it's
Half
No,
a
it's
million.
a big island.
What is it then?
Pims, darling.
Pims.
You're fucking kidding me on.
Oh,
I fancy the Pims. I just fancy
very,
something.
very summery.
I fancied something different.
Oh yeah, Pims.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I picked Kaz up after she finished work, picked her up, went to Tesco, bag of ice and some oranges and some cheap Tesco lemonade. There we go. Off the beer.
How alcoholic is Pims?
25%.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty up there.
Trust me, I checked.
course,
Wasted
yeah.
10 quid on
Yeah.
water.
It just
right,
came
Peter.
in above the bottom threshold for Tom, 25%.
No, it's not
It's very
whiskey.
tasty.
Liam, thank you. Yeah, she's already far from impressed when she found out we were still going to do the barbecue this year. Yeah, and the garden is a mess. But anyway, because of the garage. Moving on.
Which
Anyway.
obviously, Drippy's just told me that I've to make an announcement that everybody is invited.
Everybody on the planet.
Everybody
dear.
is invited.
No vodka, no gin. That got drunk yesterday. Getting drunk, do it live. So anyway,
I thought you
more
meant for the
importantly,
barbecue,
well, that'll right.
It's like, what?
Last time we had the barbecue, a few things happened that will. And so
Unacceptable.
one of the guys decided to get in the hot tub with Drippy in his underpants, and I tried explaining that if you're gonna get in your underpants, if they've got any form of detergent, as in washing, from being in the wash, the hot tub is going to turn into a foam party. He completely ignored what I said, and within 5 minutes, it's fair to say nobody could see either him or Drippy in the hot tub. It was just like a massive
skimmer cup.
Yeah.
With
And the second one was Tim, if you remember, Malibu.
So what's the etiquette for the hot tub then? Start bollock naked.
Yes,
I mean, I'd say that's a good thing
Fair
that
enough.
Trippy washes his pants. That's a surprise.
it wasn't Drippy. It was somebody
That's
else.
not where the froth was coming from, Jamie.
No, it wasn't.
Ah.
Anyway, so what has been happening? Anybody want to go? Anybody want to go first? Before I turn this beeping off.
Ron
Sorry.
up top has been a busy boy, Ron.
I have. Yes. Just working in the farm. Just spending roughly, I would say, collectively over the last 7 days, a day on the phone to Rob. At one point, even his wife started to slag us off. Can't remember what it was. What was it she called us? A pair of... I can't remember what it was she called us. It was really, really bad.
Quite derogatory, really.
What,
wasn't
you
it?
two?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, she'd been listening to us talk on the phone for about 2.5 hours at this point. Over one line of code in the Apex.
That worked. Click. No. Yeah, so here's something that might interest you, Tom. Do you do Apex coding at all?
No.
You've never ever done any
I've
code
got
yourself?
about as much interest as Apex coding as I ever going to go into the gym.
Okay, so all I'm going to say, I will keep this super brief. There's 2 heaters. There's one in the tank. There's one in the sump.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the tank to stay at a temperature guided by a table in Australia seasonally, January to
I've
December.
got you. Yeah.
So the code is, look at the table, whatever temperature that is, keep it at that temperature, right?
Replicate it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I typed the code in on the tank heater and then went to the sump heater, the tank heater then changed on its own. Nobody in the history of Apex has ever heard of this ever happening. Rob and I literally for nearly 3 hours.
Yes.
That changed again. Yep. Well, let's try it. Change it. We're just fucking going backwards and forwards.
Yes.
So eventually gave up, unplugged one of the heaters and Oh, yeah, it's just a whole faff.
I'm going to try and remove the beep. Just give me 1 second.
So yeah, we messed around with that, and we eventually got it kind of sorted. It is clicking on and off absolutely constantly at the moment, but we changed where the probe is in relation to the heater, so that slowed the cycling down a wee bit because obviously the contacts are going to wear out. But Tommy and Sharon down at Finest gave me an old power bar, so I'm going to put one heater in that power bar and one heater in the other to try and split the load. Other than that, I made my own water mixing station. True Ron tradition, I was going to overcomplicate it by 10 million %. Spoke to Rob and he went, "The fuck is wrong with you? You've got a pump. Just use one pump for it all." I went, "But how?" And he just went, "Well, this is how I've done mine." And I was like, "Well, you fucking flood your house and your garden just about every day."
That is true.
So I messaged Discord, and John B made a little video on YouTube for me to see exactly how he does his. So it's pretty simple. Tank, pump in the middle, valve, and you can do a figure of 8 or you can
basically, isn't it? Yeah.
And once you actually see it and it's in action, it's so simple, but could I get my head around it? Anyway.
It's quite simple, Jamie. I will say that.
Yeah. This is why I had you round, Bob. You could just see things and tell me what to do.
Yes.
Very handy.
Yeah.
So yeah, got that up and running, and then today I decided to fill it up with water and then actually start the pump up and pump water into one and then pump it back into another, check for leaks, and one of the tank bulkheads is leaking. So I had to pump it from one. Yeah. So I pumped it from one into the other. Yep. And then got one of those Ultra Zero Seat pumps, stuck it in, pumped the rest into the other tank, stripped it, flipped it down, got inside it again, and then redid the bulkhead. So anyway.
Just tighten it more or put another O-ring around it or what?
You said you doubled your O-rings.
I did.
I doubled mine up, right? But one of them's just squeezed out.
Did it stretch a bit? Did it, Ron?
Oh, God.
But you over-tightened it. You popped it off.
Just squeezed it right here.
When you say double, then you put one on the inside, one on the outside.
No, it's just doubled them up.
No,
Because
two.
the tanks are slightly curved. So you're trying to fit a flat bulkhead onto a slightly curved surface. So sometimes you just
So I've double O-ringed, I've PTFE taped, and I put a little bit of solvent weld in there. So if it fucking leaks tomorrow, I'm going to set it on fire.
Can you film it, please?
So you haven't refilled it yet. Then are you waiting for the solvent weld to go off?
I'm leaving it overnight, and I ran out of time. I had to get home for fucking this stream.
I bet was it looking good right until it filled though as well.
It was absolutely perfect until it got like halfway full, and then obviously the pressure then started to squeeze. You're totally right. That you tighten it up, and there's just this tiniest little gap on one of the sides.
Yeah.
Fucking Tom yawning away there. Moving on, right? What have you been up to then, Tom?
Yeah.
Let's go Jamie first. I've not really got much to report. Come on, James.
Obviously, the big one behind me is that I've been in there today, scrubbed that all down, scrubbed the back off, backed the sump out, refilled it twice and done it twice. So we're clean now. Just got to level it up.
Sounds like you're a fucking medal.
How dirty was it, by the way? It looked pretty clean.
Do you know what? When the tanks are filled, they look clean. As soon as it dries out a bit, you see like any algae just sort of goes white, cracky. So I'm going to have a load of phosphate in there when I do the rock and soak the rock in fresh RO, but I want to start off as clean as I can. So I've just been in there and I've had the whole lot just razored, sponged down, drained out, and done it twice. So
you've just been literally using razor blades then with a holder?
I've been using the Sierra scraper to do an 8-foot tank, and my head and my neck and my hands are killing me now. I just want to throw this at the fucking wall. But yeah, so that's all done. And then today I closed to level it off on the side down there that's sort of sinking slightly. I have drained out. I had a little nano tank with all my sort of softies in. I've drained it out today, got rid of it, moved it out of the way. So I've gone for a whole bottle of Nios dip, dipping the shit out of all my softies to put back in my frag tank. And yeah, I've just been doing all that sort of stuff. It's amazing how many little things you've got to do just to do one job on the big tank. Because I've got so much stuff around it.
So you've got a raise. It's not level. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. So where I've flooded this room several times over the years, it's sunk slightly on one side because it's on a raised floor because I've insulated it.
Right.
And over the span of the 8 foot, it's off by about 3/4 of an inch. So it's quite big now.
Ooh. Yeah,
Sorry, I've seen Baby Dave. I was just climbing that tank. Don't know what you're moaning about.
Have you seen John Costello's comment there about TMC? I mean, just out of interest.
Just pointing it out there.
I was just thinking that Jamie could help Baby Dave get his 5 meter badge. That's all I was thinking there. Sorry, John. I had my second TMC return put fell on me over that first one. Okay. Thoughts on that, Ron?
I would just say, why don't you try a different manufacturer?
Sorry, Jamie, as you were.
It's all right. No. So I've been playing around. I also got Mark sent me a nice cup this week. So I've been having my teas out.
Oh, nice.
And I got the latest bit of Reefers Network merch, Drippy's bottle opener, molded by myself.
Nice.
That's way too big.
Legend has to use reef putty to get the shape and then fill them all up.
I mean, you're not going to lose that, are you? You're not going to lose that in a hurry.
Well, it could have been.
I mean, I'm guessing that's as big as it goes, right?
You've got kids, don't you?
Where are you going with this?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
careful, Ron, careful.
He's on about it, put it in the kitchen drawer, I think, is where it's probably. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you get me the bottle opener, love? Which one? Oh, the
black one.
The black chode.
Yeah. No, so I've had a really busy week and I've got loads more to do. I went to AAC today as well to start the ball rolling with all the equipment and stuff, and had a bit of a realization that what the F am I doing?
What? Yeah, I was going to say
financial realization.
Yeah.
So how are you leveling your tank? Are you changing?
It's on adjustable feet.
It's on adjustable feet.
Yeah. So I've just got to drop some down this end, and hopefully that's enough.
He's just going to pack it with John Costello's TMC boxes.
How does it sink then if it's on adjustable feet? I mean, what's under the foot?
So it's a concrete slab, which I've then insulated on top of with 50mm Kingspan with 2x4s across it, and then 25mm marine ply. But it's just
the tank sits on that.
The tank sits on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I hadn't measured correctly that the feet were over the 2x4s. Obviously not.
Right.
Could you not put the tank straight down onto the concrete?
That's what I was going to say.
That means I'd have to cut down into the floor. It'd be a bit of a bitch, and I wouldn't be able to open the doors either, would I? I don't know. That's a cut of the doors out, I suppose. The reason I lagged the floor in the first place is when I had my 10x4 in here on the concrete floor, it was just a heat sink, and it was costing me
lost the temperature.
to heat it.
Yeah.
So I've lagged the floor, and it's done the job for the room. It's just it's only a minor issue. But now it's empty. I can jack it and adjust the feet or whatever.
I would
How far out
have
is
thought
it?
you could have a pedestal foot though to go down. So you could have the tank where it is, same level wise, but have a pedestal going from the concrete to the bottom of the stand.
Yeah, so just holes where the feet are, basically.
Yeah.
Then it's on a concrete slab.
I don't know if the feet won't go 50mm. The feet are only like inch, aren't they? Inch thread.
Well, I mean, you might have to buy new feet, Jamie.
Oh, well, then that makes the job 10 times bigger by taking the tank off there to get access to it all.
Oh, if a job's worth doing, Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, when we were here in 3 years and your seam's got bubbles in it, we go, well.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. And this is one of those things that we come back to in 6 months' time, and you'll say I should have done that, and I'll be like, no, if I get, and then I don't know.
How far out are we talking? How far out are we talking?
It's about. It's just under 3/4 of an inch. So it's
I don't know. Can you say that in like proper measurements? What's that in mil?
probably about
Jim's here. Jim
probably about
won't be
15 mil.
impressed with 3/4 of an inch, mate.
15, 18mm, something like that.
That's quite a bit, isn't it?
It's a fair. So, what, left to right, front to back?
Left to right. Yeah. Yeah, which is the whole reason why I've decided to remove the fish, sell the fish to level it out. And I had to empty it to do so. So I took the opportunity of while I was doing that, build back reef. So that's the whole reason.
When you look at the feet on the floor, then is it sunk into the ply? Is that why it's dropped?
No, so the very top layer is like bathroom laminate, which wasn't worth paying extra for because that's warped anyway. But it's indented quite a bit into the laminate, so it must be quite. Or as it's got wet, it's got soft, I guess, and it's just pressed.
So could you just remove the laminate then and just put it onto the ply?
Yeah, I suppose that's an option. Yeah.
And how big's the footprint of your leg? Like, is it like 20 mil, 25 mil?
Yeah, they're probably only about 25 mil, but there's 2, 4, 6, 10,
aren't they?
There's 10 of them. Yeah, they're small.
I was thinking of mine, which could probably work where you are because you won't hide them. So I bought aluminium shims. No, stainless steel shims. Like 100 mil square shims, about 5 mil thick, and I just put them under the leg.
That's what I did in the garage.
Breaks the surface area a bit.
Yeah. I've got some aluminium sheeting, the sort of stuff you get on like on a bus doorstep as you go in, like the corrugated aluminium. Do you know what I mean?
All right, yeah.
Checker plate.
Hold one on a journey one day.
Checker plate.
That's the one. Checker plate. That's the word.
Yeah.
I've got some sheets of that I could trim up, which could do the same thing. Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
Yeah, just spreads the
Just
load a
picture
bit.
him going into B&Q and asking for some stuff off the bus.
I just picture him on a bus stealing the step.
Some of the bus steps, aisle 3, sir, next to the concrete and sand.
Yeah. But that's my major project next is just to level it out, and then I've got 100 kilos of rocks out back, a couple of buckets of reef cement, all ready to go.
Wow!
So that's
the whole live rock.
No, it's I'm going to put live rock in the sump to get it going. But I'm going to rock it out with dead rock, reef bones, whatever you want to call it. That's that type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can build it dry, and then I'm going to fill it with RO. Well, I'm guessing 2 or 3 times, maybe more, depending on what phosphate comes out of it.
So how much more? You're going to be putting quite a bit more weight in that than what was in there before when it was fresh.
Yeah, obviously salt water weighs more. Rock will be quite a bit. Yeah, so it's got to be leveled properly.
And you think? I was going to say, you're thinking of skipping on the level. I think Liam said it earlier. Yeah, glass doesn't bend that well, Jamie.
Yeah, he did say that.
It's not bending. The whole thing is just tilted.
Yeah, it's just sunk at one end.
Put pressure on your silicon joints. I would have thought all the time.
Absolutely. Hence why I've got to do this before anything else. So,
that'd be cool.
So what's the time frame till the next phase then? What is the next phase after leveling it? I'm assuming that's this weekend's plan of activities.
Level this weekend, and then I'll probably just fill it one more time once it's leveled, because it was level when I put it in, and I don't know whether because I had a pelmet on there. I can never quite tell how far off it was because it was hidden behind the pelmet. So only since taking the pelmet off, I've been like, that's a bit bad, isn't it? So I'm going to level it, fill it, and see if there's any movement once it's full, because you can level the tank, and as soon as you fill it, might move.
Settle again. Yeah.
And then when I'm confident with it, I'm going to hopefully start the build stage.
Are you changing any of the? Are you changing any of the pipework or anything like that, or is it literally running as you want it already?
No, it's going to be exactly the same. Obviously, a lot more circulation pumps and stuff, but the pipework, the flow return lines and all that sort of stuff as is. I've got one weir at the far end. The return comes in at this end, so I've got complete crossflow. I'm going to keep it the same. It works well.
Cool.
So you're going to have a lot more pumps on the left of the tank then, pushing water away from where you could potentially have a dead spot.
I reckon so. And I'm probably going to go for more gyro pumps rather than just power heads. Just literally make like a washing machine in there, really.
Yeah.
Just a fucker to clean.
Yeah, they are, right. So as soon as anyone ever says that, I'll go,
Yeah.
One of those pumps.
Especially on a big tank, when you've got one to do on a Saturday afternoon, fair enough. But when you've got 4, 5, 6 or whatever, it's like...
Do you ever buy the spare cages and rotors and stuff, so you just, like, the tank isn't down for any amount of time?
I'd like to. I should do, but no, I don't. It makes sense.
Because I just take mine
You
off.
get a spare set, don't you, when you buy it?
I thought you did. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I get the. Have you ever seen the Eheim tidy tray things you can buy? They're like £9 on eBay. It's really thin plastic, right? And it's got a hook on the back of it, which is exactly the same thickness as most aquarium doors. It can hook over your glass and stuff like that. And it's the exact same length as a max spec gyre. And you fill that with water, citric acid, and you just literally take the pump out, set it on the side of your tank, and make sure the flow's turned down low. Just run it for a couple of hours.
How deep are they then?
What's it called? Let's have a look.
I can't see the other finger. Okay. I was like that. That deep. I don't know. Oh.
They're not deep, but they're deep enough to soak a gyre in, and it makes the difference. You do have to take the gyre completely apart. I do it once a year because you do get that slime build up
in the middle. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it wouldn't clear it. But see, for the price of them, I've got 2 of them and I absolutely love them.
Yeah, it's a different sort of flow, isn't it?
I've got there is sorry, Rob. I had a gyro pump in here that's been running for like 7 years without me really turning it off. And obviously got it out today to give everything that deep clean, and the magnets on the back of it are completely blown, like the internal magnets. So that's not going to be any good for the saltwater tanks. That's another power head to get, but such is life.
Yeah.
Ron, what are they called? Eheim what? What would you describe it as? I'm trying to find a picture.
It's like a hang-on tray. I actually don't
tidy tray or something.
Hang-on tray.
Yeah.
But I use it for dipping
I've got you.
I do it for clipping bits off, but it hangs right where you want something to hang on your tank, and you just grab stuff, and you can put tools in it, and
the one.
It looks like a total piece of shit, right? But seriously, it's so handy.
Good idea. And you use bugger all citric acid doing so as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Caddy tray. Yeah.
It's one of those little things I use pretty much every day, and I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could hold a pint of beer?
Parts when it's hot.
Oh, definitely hold a pint of beer, Tom. Maybe even 2. Tom's like, I'm buying it.
I'm buying it. Buying it live.
Every tank will be topped up constantly with that.
Lots of carbon dosing.
You said about cleaning the big tanks is a bitch, and random things that help out. I bought a the squeegee mop, so you can sort of pull the lever and it folds the mop in half to drain water out.
Yes.
I got one from the Lidl middle aisle for $5.99 with a scour sponge on it, like a softy sponge, and I use it solely for cleaning this. So I can reach in with that, mop around the base and the back walls. It's just a tank mop, and that's been a really good little gadget.
I was lost at Lidl middle. What's that?
The middle aisle, you know, like when you go down there, it's like running the generation game, and there's all the prizes.
You mean the bargain aisle? Is that what you're saying? Is it a discount aisle? Bargain aisle?
Somewhere that you might pick up a set of spanners for 65p.
Oh, right. Okay.
They're made of fucking dog biscuits.
Magnesium.
Sorry, Tom, they don't have that aisle in Waitrose. You have to go to Lidl's for this one.
So that's what I was through me.
See, their tools literally are like arrows inside.
They are. You never know what you're going to get, but that mop, I thought for £6, even if I use it while I'm cleaning it out for now, it's result.
Yeah, I mean, you won't be able to use it once you put
When
stuff
it's
in.
full of, when it's full, yeah.
No, maybe to the back wall.
Yeah, back wall, but see the angle of the back. How would you? Oh, fucking! I'm overthinking it.
Anyway, access all around it.
So you bought a mop.
Probably not titanium either.
You bought a mop that you're really happy with.
Yep.
And you're going to level your tank this weekend.
Oh, we are living life in the fucking fast lane, aren't we?
Hey,
Come on, Rob. Where have you been hiding?
high fly reefing. What have I been hiding?
His own cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yes, that's stolen. I got a fish. Got a new fish, didn't I? From Mr. Drippy.
Ah, yeah.
So he broke the cardinal rule of don't turn up at the fish shop and buy random fish that you know fuck all about. And realise they don't suit your tank. So, caught two. We lost one. And he's brought me the other one. It's actually
And what
quite
is it, Rob?
Crocodile pipe.
Yeah, crocodile pipe. Yeah, I mean, it's basically pretty much like a stretched seahorse. very similar.
A stretched seahorse.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just yank, you put a seahorse on a rack, like a medieval torture, that's what you get. You get this pipe fish, basically. But it's got like a prehensile tail, like a seahorse. That's got a graspy tail. You kind of tucks the food in. But I've got to be honest, I didn't rate its chances when he gave it to me because they're basically shit at swimming. It's which is why Drippy lost one, because he went straight into his MP40.
Yeah, it says.
You're getting
chopped.
slaughtered for your microphone in the comments, Rob. Can you either speak up or lean forward?
I can do both, but whether I will or not. What's that? I don't sound quiet to you guys then.
You always start off fine and then you just start to
Start
relax
muttering.
and
Yeah.
you just start to end up doing this.
like in the old people zone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Back in the chair, yeah. Yeah. I'm just having a piss.
Where were we?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we're talking
fish.
about the pipe
Yeah,
fish. Yeah,
fish,
so I didn't rate his chances when I first looked at it. I thought, not sure that's going to, but it's been pretty good actually. Eats very well. So yeah, I'm a bit more confident that it's going to survive. To be honest.
And has
But
he
yeah,
got into
intriguing.
the spawning tank? Is he?
It's in the spawning tank, yeah. So he's in there like just random fishing in there. They've got one blue stripe pipe. I've got this pipefish and a little triplets wrasse.
Okay.
And
So
then
are you okay with the amount of food that's going in, or is that more than you planned, or was it changed?
Well, I've had to up it, to be honest, but I'm not. To be fair, that tank gets probably 30 to 40% water change a week. So
Right.
it gets big water changes. The corals still look happy. Yeah, I really like that tank. It's weird, isn't it? I've literally
Is that the
compared to
170?
compared to the one
170?
opposite. Yeah, 170. Yeah, but it's got. I mean, it's literally got live rock in it. That is it. It's got nothing, no skimmer. It's got literally nothing in it. It's just got live rock, a return pump, 2 power reds, and it's like full of life. Got a lovely little acro crab in there. I've got a random crab that came in with live rock, conch.
Did you ever find out what species of crab that was?
No.
I've looked right through my massive book and I can't see anything that looks like it.
No. What is amazing? I mean, I don't know if I told you guys. So I've got a rock which is probably it's bigger than my fist. Yeah, a little bit bigger than my fist. And he kept moving around the tank, like the whole rock. I'm coming one day, you know, when you look at it and you go, I'm fucking sure I didn't put that there yesterday.
I left that rock in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sure, I left it next to the toaster.
It's next to my cup of tea yesterday. I'm sure it was. And then you come in and it's not a completely different place. And I was going, what the hell is moving out? And it's a crab, which is like half the size of my thumb. And I've seen it and it moves the whole rock. It's like a little cave under it. And the crab obviously goes, this is my house. Cool. What it does is it sifts through the sand, but it carries a fucking great rock on its back while it does it. Yeah, it's intriguing to watch. I don't know how big it'll get. I've got no idea what sort of crab it is, but it seems to be happy.
Yeah. You keep feeding it, you might be moving house sooner rather than later then. Never know.
Never know.
It is mad though, isn't it? How we all assemble these tanks with all these fancy corals and stuff in, and then we spend all our time looking at the obscure little crab that comes on a bit of live rock.
Exactly. Yeah. 2 little bits of coral growing on that live rock as well. I don't know where that came from.
So you've rescued the pipefish.
Yes.
Anything else?
I mean, I've flooded my fish around quite a lot the last couple of weeks.
Are you still using the cheap salt, by the way?
I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I literally got some this week. Yeah, I've got to be brutally honest. I've noticed no difference other than financially. It's a shit ton cheaper. I haven't even noticed the dirt in the back. Everyone went, oh, that salt's going to be filthy compared to the tropic marine.
This is the instant ocean one, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not far off half the price of what I was paying for the tropic and stuff.
Wow.
Difference over the course of a year. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't know whether it lacks some traces, but I dose trace anyway. So yeah, like I said, I'm not seeing any difference. Thank
I
you,
take it
actually.
you didn't source your instant ocean from your regular shop.
Are we gonna talk about it?
I think we have a duty. We have information. I'm not slandering. I'm not wanting to cause trouble at all. But I think it's only fair.
Oh, it's
that,
quite a well-known shop if you're in the UK. I think probably, you know, the online presence on the web was good for H2O. But I don't really know what to say. I mean, personally, I'm gutted that it's shut. You know, despite all the shenanigans that's gone on.
has there been an official? Has there been an official announcement to say gone? Because last week, or maybe not even as long as a week ago, I saw an announcement of 7% off hardware or something like that, and it was like, basically, come on, we're definitely not shut.
Yeah, and then he said he was going to revamp the shop in September of this year, didn't he? Because the shop's not actually
lots of empty boxes. My favourite.
Yeah. Yeah. The shop hasn't been open for a month. He said he was concentrating on the web side of things. Now the website shut down as well. So I don't know. I mean, I looked on Company's House. It's still registered as a trading company, so he hasn't put in, you know, sort of winding up order or whatever you do. But yeah, I don't know. But I've been contacted just by a lot of people that are waiting on the stuff that they've ordered and not received. So,
yeah, I mean, I just went to order another hydrometer the other day there, and it clicked in my brain what I'd seen on certain posts and certain social media and speaking to certain reefers, and I was like, no, I'll buy it somewhere else just in case, because nah.
Yeah.
If you have that level of information, if you see a car crash down the road, go a different way. Don't
Don't speed up into it.
Exactly. And that's the only reason why I'm wanting to talk about it, is to try and help people avoid maybe what the inevitable is coming. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
A story we used to hear everywhere at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a shit way to go out of the industry. I mean, he's been in it a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's a name I know. I mean, I was talking to Melinda the other morning there, and she was talking about it. She lives in Australia.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I bought so much of my DT downstairs. Ironically, the Red Dragon pumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I think the amount of money you've spent is irrelevant. A pound's a pound, thousands, you know, people have bought something, given the money, you know, in the with the agreement or the transaction, whatever terminology you want to use, they're going to get some goods for the, you know, price, and not getting it is poor form.
I think it's a shame though, because Rob said to me that they're one of the only places that seems to stock something on the shelf all the time. So if I wanted to go and buy a Tropic Marine hydrometer right now, there's nowhere in Scotland will have it on a shelf. Whereas H2O, I've said it now, had like 10, Rob said, you know, a pile of them.
Yeah, they have a stack of them in there, yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, they were, I mean, you know, when they were running, they were a good shot. They were like a little Aladdin's cave. I mean, the thing is, I think the trouble is that shot run with Rachel as the base of the shot, who was very amenable and approachable. John, different kettle of fish, old John.
He's related to Bobby, I think.
It is, yes.
The cousins. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, so I think that, I mean, I don't know officially, but I would be very surprised if that shot comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories going around at the moment, a lot of rumour and a lot of, we don't know. Yeah. Fundamentally, it's just sad that a long established shop has disappeared or is disappearing.
Yeah,
it's one cost, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Ron's kind of hit the nail on the head. I think we're all, as hobbyists, especially this hobby, we want it all yesterday. We want corals to grow quicker. We want, you know, whatever else, want perfection. You pour this in and pour that in, and a lot of the things you buy to pour in and buy and add and whatever and take out come from shops, and you want it yesterday. And that shop was always one that pretty much 9 times out of 10 you got it a couple of days after, pretty quick, which is hard to replicate. I think, for a lot of shops, and it will be missed for that reason. But if that's the case, no comment.
I think it's a shame. I felt like they must have been doing quite well. They were doing well in the eyes of the customers. Therefore, I don't understand where the fail has happened. Unless it's the operation itself, the people have fallen out of love with
a personnel issue. Would be the polite way to say it.
Yeah. I've been sent a photo.
All right.
I'm gonna bring
graphic.
it up. Well, see, StreamYard has changed since last week. No, we were talking about the photo with Matt and Dan, and nobody could find the photo, but Steve has decided to AI it for us.
Maybe Dave.
I mean, it might be.
Well, no, that's too. Dave's not as tall as that.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate it.
Brilliant.
Good work.
Brilliant.
Good work.
Ron, what have you been up to then? You said you've been doing the coding. Yeah. Did you start?
Yeah, coding. That was a laugh. So that's all sorted now, I think. So sunrise, sunset, moonrise, moonset, full moon dates, temperatures, and then speaking to Big Foxy, the handsome fucker he is, and he's like, have you got your seasonal data for your flow? It's like, fuck off.
I love the swagger you're giving that sort of that impression. You do it again.
What?
You just did a bit of Steve Fox sort of swagger.
No, I just he was talking about flow and stuff. I'm like, you're joking. The seasonal data tables for flow. So I'm not bothering with that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bother. So
I still find it mad that you can do this. You can do that. You can replicate in a little glass box what's happening on a reef in Indonesia. It's mental.
Yep.
Yeah. That is the crowning glory for Apex, really, isn't it? That they included that all those years ago as well. No one else.
That's it. Yeah. It's not new.
I know, it's bizarre. It's been there for donkey's years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what little person thought we were at that is a little gem. Because as far as I'm aware, that is still the only aquarium controller which allows you to do that. I don't think anyone else has it.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know.
talking about it, aren't they?
They've talked about it, but I mean, they can barely even come up with American demand, let alone it coming over here.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know if it ever will, to be totally honest.
No.
Not sure. Other than that, Tom, it was a saltwater, freshwater tank situation. You were too busy doing your tank there, but it's all sorted. Hopefully the leak's fixed.
I could put the beeping back on if you'd like. Background ambiance.
I was going to upload a beep on my sound desk and just keep triggering it.
It's still going.
You know what I mean? Trying to figure out where it's coming from. Yeah, that old chestnut. Yeah, thanks for that.
Steve is such a troublemaker. That was his suggestion as well.
That does not surprise me whatsoever.
He's the guy sitting at church, right, quietly on the pew praying, but with his Game Boy in his pocket.
Yeah, well, like Annie Lennox once said, must be talking to an angel. Anyway, on that note, my tank, for those of you that are bothered for the 10 minutes we've got left before the news, this one has been getting better. Apart from, obviously, I don't know if you know, we caught a couple of dirty big worms on one of the torches. I put it on last Sunday because I thought it was important for people to see what we're dealing with. Really they were huge, mate. They were huge. They remind me of the ones that I have now. Yes, very big. And Murph, incidentally, Murph Reef, after the stream, he went and dipped a couple of his torches where he'd lost heads, and he'd got the same problem. So I'm glad I helped a fellow reefer out to an extent. But yeah, not a nice situation to be in.
What dip do you use, just out of interest?
I used the Nios one.
Is that the smelly one?
That's the very nice floral one, yes. The lemongrass and whatever else it's got in it.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah. Yes, there you go.
So do you
on prompt, on cue.
I've used the whole bottle of it today, mate. It's all gone.
Do you rate it then?
For nudies and flatworms, massively so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you physically see them curling up and
it's not milky like the Red Sea one, because I dipped 6 acros in the Red Sea Dipex, is it called?
Yeah.
All 6 dead in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to use potassium chloride quite often on sticks.
That's what I use.
Yeah, that's my go-to dip.
That's my go-to, and again, price.
Yes.
Get it from APC Pure or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I've used for years, and I've always found that the majority of the dips have got that in it anyway. So you kind of just.
So you think that didn't work then in the case of those large?
I didn't use it because I just didn't have it. I just had the Niles dip in the office here on the shelf. So yeah.
But you had dipped those before they went in, I'll take it.
Yeah, I dipped them before they went in. Yeah, definitely. But whether I dipped them, but what I didn't know is, again, should always read the bottle. I blind dipped. I'll not lie. I just like, cup of that. In a
Right.
water.
Okay.
But it's different concentrations depending on what you think the pest is. But it's kind of like, well, you don't know you've got a pest when you're putting a new coral in. So how would you know what concentration to mix the dip at? You'd only mix the dip at the concentration based on when you've identified the pest. So I just literally put a capful in a litre of water and get it 10 minutes and put them in. But again, such is life. It's not like it's downstairs in the display tank where I literally, if it was on an acro, it's based out, I'd have a nightmare on my hands. It's literally a coral I can lift out, put it in a bowl, dip it, put it back in again, and that's all I've been doing.
The other possibility, Tom, is the dips won't kill the eggs. And those you're eating flatworms, they're little tiny. It's really hard to spot, but it's like a yellowy tinge, hard egg mass. You can almost flick it off with the tip of a scalpel or a pair of tweezers, but the dip won't penetrate that. So it might be worth in a week just having another look, because you might have hit that. When you dipped the first dip, you might have had no worms, but the egg sac got through, hatched out, and have lived happily. Just every week, have a little look just for a couple of weeks, because they will come back if there is an egg mass there.
I might start calling Christmas hard eggmas.
I will have a look every week to see if I have an egg mass. Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, spotting the egg is difficult. They're so small, but it's a little yellow sort of blob. And if you put a magnifier over it, it's got a little bit of sort of black speckling to it, but it's a little yellow.
Singles.
Yeah, clusters. It's a cluster.
Clusters, right.
Yeah. It's a new one for me because I've never really kept Euophilia. I've always kind of just been to sticks, so it's a new one for me. But like I said on Sunday with the guys after Finest, I literally, when Mike texted me, have you checked for worms? I was like, I turned around and looked at this torch that I just took them off the rockwork, and I swear down this. Well, you saw the video if you did see the stream. I had it crawling on my finger. Yeah. It was rather big. It was just flapping in the flow of the tank. But But other than that, do you know what the biggest issue I've had with this tank recently has been flow. Just getting the balance between the sticks and the non-sticks.
Because of the growth they're putting on, or just in general.
Well, the growth they're putting on, and again, I know you're going to say Stratton is insane on the SPS compared to downstairs. Although the SPS downstairs are growing really, really well, but to notice it, I mean, I don't watch these back all the time, but I mean, there's certain things that I can see from probably last week or the week before that have definitely got different, more growth tips on it. So yeah, but no, the flow's been, excuse me, a bit of an issue because I'm used to hammering loads of flow downstairs with sticks, loads of flow, to trying to find the balance between, especially the gonnies, because I know gonnies want a forward and backward sort of swayed.
They get a bit sulky, don't they?
Get a bit sulky if it's constantly one sort of direction. So I didn't know, and this is how ignorant I am with Mobius, I didn't know there were that many presets on them. I was like, how many? I was just like, okay, so I've tried the last week or so. I've just been playing around with different settings and pulse modes and everything else, and I'll carry on messing around with it. But the biggest sort of thing to report this week has been the pH downstairs, because I don't know how, but I've been hitting 8.6 and 8.7 the last week or so. And I'm having to dose CO2 to bring it down on an evening. And I've calibrated both probes twice, and they're holding, and I've used done a manual test kit, but I don't know how accurate it is. But yeah, 8.6, 8.7. So
what do you run on that tank? What's that tank running on downstairs?
So I'm run Modern Reef on it at the minute, the RKS, the black label RKS. Right. Which I'm coming off to the calcium reactor due to cost. I'm literally waiting for it to run out. So the Pacific Sun calcium reactor will help this, because obviously the effluent will bring the pH down. I was going to say that'll bring the pH down. Straight away it'll bring the pH down. I took the CO2 scrubber off the skimmer, because that normally is responsible for a 0.2 jump in the pH. Yeah. So I've took that off. and I dose Calquas on an evening reverse photo period. So that starts at 10 at night and finishes about sort of 9 in the morning, about 11 hours. Right. So it's just been I've just been stacking it. I think I've just been stacking it, and it's just got to a point where I'm like, I'm starting the day as in, beginning of the photo period, as in first thing in the morning at probably 8.25, 8.3, and it's just continuing all the way through the day. I'm getting mega growth, like crazy growth in polyp extension, but I'm riding that wave between. So
how much pH is too much?
Yeah, so the CO2 bottle has actually been putting CO2 into the sump the last couple of nights. on a bubble counter.
Could you not just back off on your calc?
I could do, but I've just, for the first time, I've managed to get because obviously you're not really meant to run calc alongside for the first time, I'm actually getting a stable alkalinity and a stable-ish pH from, like I say, 8.3 to 8.6. And the tank has never, I'm getting a few issues with algae I'm growing, but that's mainly because I've put a radion in the sump to grow the frags that are just the tanks are taken over, and just little bits of nuisance algae I've started to turn the sump into a refugium basically because of having putting a light in there, but it is what it is. I just have to clean it out more often. But yeah, I've gone to I was telling one of my mates earlier on the phone, it's like I've got to a point now where I need to do the garage because I physically need to move some of these corals on because they are growing too quick. Because as you know, from when I did the tank tour and whatever else we talked about the DT before, I did what a lot of people do. I went out and put a coral everywhere I could physically put one, which is the biggest faux pas I've done on that display. And one day I hope I miss. One day I hope I have a tank with just half a dozen acros or whatever, big ones. But we are where we are, so I'm having to frag a lot of the corals because they are literally starting to fight with each other. So
just talking about pH, Keith Burklehammer stopped doing bolus and did a video this weekend. His pH was 8.6, was it not?
It was, yes.
It was. But he was getting some big spikes, wasn't he, if I remember rightly, in his alkalinity as well.
900 ml or something, he said.
Yeah, that's the bolus dose, wasn't it?
Yeah.
First thing in the morning. High iodine as well he was getting.
He's got big bolus, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's a lot dumping on kit.
Yeah, because at first I thought I did a double take and I was like, no, on the Apex I was like, no, calibrated it again. Well, first time it didn't let me calibrate it because it did the old cannot calibrate, whatever. And I know people are going to boo when I say this. I have a Reef Factory pH controller, which I genuinely use as a comparison. When you've got two methods of testing salinity or whatever, I just kept that as a separate one. And they were both reading the same, calibrated them both reading the same. Got the Hannah pH pen, calibrated that, pretty much the same. So yeah. So I know it's high, even if it might not be that number, I know it's high. So yeah. Been manually dosing CO2 without a calcium reactor this last couple of weeks, which has
just bubbling it in.
Just bubbling it into the sump, yeah. Just literally put a bit of RO pipe on the regulator. It's got a bubble counter on it, so literally only open it up a little bit and then just put it on a little bubble counter.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Is it bringing it down?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it brings it down. Yeah.
I was just wondering if you should feed it into the.
So that's why I keep looking at my phone because it's round about this time. But no, it's been good. It's been interesting.
Yes. But you're going to come off Modern Reef.
I'm going to come off Modern Reef. It's just the cost. I'm trying to save up obviously for our end of year trip, and it's gone from £160 for the 4. So you get 4 5-litre containers, that's it. So it's £160 for that. Then you need to go out, which I've stopped using for months and I've not seen a difference. I've stopped using the polyp pop and the polyp food. They're £90 a bottle, and it's like this big, 250 ml. Yeah. So you're meant to dose. Well, to be fair, depending on how much you're dosing of other things, it's literally like mil like a day. So it's like one drop day, 1 drop night. So it does last you ages, and I've still got a lot of it. But going back to the four barrels, like I say, £160. That's gone from kind of lasting me 2 months to then every 6 weeks to be getting very close with the recent growth sort of spurt. I reckon in a couple of weeks we're going to get to the point where it's monthly. And that's just that with a bucket of salt a month is well over £200. Food, obviously, test kits. You're talking 250 quid a month for me. And then you've got you've got the resins. I make my own water, and I do a lot of water changes. So I reckon I'm knocking on there £300 a month just to keep that tank
electricity
running. And the electric, obviously, the big one.
Yeah,
the silent killer, like arterial plaques of the reefing hobby.
So yeah, it's the calcium reactor again. It's like I suppose ironically, it's like solar panels. It's the big investment up front, and you don't see the reward until later on down the line. Similar sort of concept. So I was fortunate enough that I bought one of these. It's been in a box for a long time. All jokes aside, and it's full of media, aquamedic media, which is really good. And it's about time I fired it up. So
yeah, I mean, once they're running, they're cheap.
Yeah, like I've run them before. I've run them before. Yeah, I've run them before. So I've got about a quarter of the RKS left. I'm going to try over the next couple of weeks to dial it in slowly alongside it, obviously really slowly. So I'm going to wind down the RKS and probably the Calquas a little bit as well, and then start to introduce the calcium reactor and just keep an eye on the pH. I'm not really chasing the pH now while I'm dialing it in. I just want to make sure the pH doesn't go too low, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Anyway,
there you go. Ron's time to shine, I think.
Ron's time to shine.
I've not
he
got
loves it.
It'll not take long. I've only got a couple of bits tonight. It's time for reefing news.
Reefing news! Reefing now! Motherfucking reefing news with Ronald McDonald. It's reefing news, but mostly bullshit with Ronald McDonald. Strap up, it's time for reefing news. Watch your ego, it might get a bruise. Get ready for reefing news. Tuck your bullets into your shoes. It's reefing news, but mostly bullshit. Just some nonsense from a fucking twig. Reefing news with Ronald motherfucking McDonald.
Well, it's been a while. I've missed this wig. In fact, it's been so long. Random shit on my desk stuck to it, and when I went to put it on, there was cables, a pen, and a stapler hanging from it.
Oh, sounds like Dong's kind of
I was
desk.
going to say, got a Dong's desk.
Dong desk.
Dong desk.
Okay, so we've not got much tonight. We've only got a couple of bits of news. So the first one is that they are bringing the Octopus Act back. I'm sure most of you have probably already read this, so I am totally and utterly all for this. Although it is my absolute what I want to keep in a tank. I always have since a kid. I've dreamed about it. I really, really want one, but the amount of money to invest to keep it safe, happy, and healthy is astronomical, and they just die really quickly. I mean, that's not their fault. It's just the species of animal.
Their life, yeah.
Wow.
And some animals just don't make good pets.
They don't. So they have reintroduced it. It's back in force. It's not coming. It's done. So so the legislation aims to ban commercial octopus farming in the US and also prohibiting imports of commercially farmed octopus. So yes, I am absolutely and utterly all for that. Do you guys have anything to add on that? Do you agree with it?
Well, as long as they don't decimate the wild octopus population.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is delicious.
It's delicious. Oh, very good.
Do you actually partake in that, Jamie? Do you actually eat octopus?
Yeah, if I'm on holidays, I'm over here. It's good, but no, yeah. I
Sorry, I thought I was going to get a cookbook out there. 101 ways to do octopus.
Yeah. Just change the name to Jamie Oliver, mate, and cook one up on the live stream.
Sorry, Ron.
So
we are listening.
Second bit of news. I found this one really interesting. So I can't actually remember where it is, but the problem with the reefs here goes down multiple tiers, right? So what's happening here is fish populations are dropping based on seabird populations. Because what's happening is the island where the seabirds are landing and having their their chicks and nesting is infested with rats now, and the rats are eating the eggs and the baby chicks. Therefore, the guano that the birds produce, which then give the waters around the island more nutrients, there's no longer the algae growth happening for herbivorous fish.
What?
So, yeah. So
sum that up. There ain't no shit.
Yeah, there's not enough bird shit, basically. But do you not find that story quite strange, considering all we really are hearing about is algae suffocating coral reefs because of high nutrients?
Wow.
This is the complete opposite. So I found it really interesting. When I looked at the photo, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of wanky
Holy
fish.
shit.
They are very angry fish.
I mean, I took one look at that picture. I wanted to rant.
Yeah. Your favourites, Bobby.
So what do you make of that then? So the life is just out of balance and it's going down the chain.
You just wouldn't think like that, would you? Though
you just
wouldn't.
would you?
If you'd not if you'd have not read that, I'd think somebody's pulling my chain on that one. I'd be like, really? But it does make sense. It does completely make sense.
Yeah, I find it really interesting.
It's like the butterfly effect, isn't it? You change one little thing and it throws everything out of whack.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, that's a global phenomenon, though. If you look at the spread of rats in the 17th, 16th, 17th century, when we went, sailing around the world, decimated lots of ecologies, didn't they, globally?
Mm. Yeah, I remember watching, I don't know if it was David Attenborough, it was something like that, and there was one tiny island somewhere, and all there was rats, and the rats are now eating rats.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
It's not those little bizarre islands like in New Zealand where none of the birds can fly.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and then the rat turns up and goes, oh, look at these twats, they can't even fly away.
Sounds like Rotherham.
It's just like the Hunger Games of rats. Anyway,
Yes.
I don't have an actual article here, but I just actually took some notes because there weren't photos or anything like that. But scientists have revealed just this week that squids have actually evolved 50 million years earlier than what they thought. And the reason why they've only just found this is because they've now got a new technique of looking through rock. So they're using grinding tomography. And the reason why until now they've not been able to find...
Line, sorry.
What was that?
Do you fancy some, what was it? Grinding
Tomography.
Night, darling. Sorry, Rob.
So the reason why they've not found them until now is obviously because the bodies of cephalopods are so soft, they don't fossilize. And when you're cutting through a rock, you can't tell if it's a squid or not because they're so thin, the membranes of them, you can't find them. So this new technique has actually, they've now discovered that squids are really old. They were fucking old to start with.
Well, like Ron Old or Rob Old.
Well, like Rob, I suppose.
Thank you.
Like
Yes.
Jurassic.
That's it.
Anyway, the last little headline for tonight's reefing news is this little cheeky number. Sex with Greg's pasty boiled my bell end. Now Howard.
I love how the numbers of the viewers just peaked then when you went to the good bit. Went from 55 to 60. Oh, it's the good bit. Let's watch.
There can be no finer a treat than tucking into a piping hot Greg's chicken baked pasty in one of Britain's peeling and windswept town centres. But oddball Howard Russell took his admiration for the flaky pastry snack to an extreme and some would say warped new level. Anyway, I'm going to skip through to this next part of the article, which I found it quite funny. Finding his purchases had cooled on the walk home, Howard blasted one of the bakes in the microwave before slipping his erect member into the creamy white cheese sauce interior. It was then that he realized far too late that the microwaving process had raised the temperature of the sauce to something like that of an Icelandic lava flow. Nursing his scalded schlong, last night Howard whimpered, I have been into Greg's many, many times and I have never seen a sign warning you not to put your penis into one of their products, especially after it has been reheated. That, to me, is a clear case of negligence and I shall be suing. Anyway, that was Reefing News, everybody. Thank you.
Reefing News! Reefing News! Motherfucking Reefing News with Ronald McDonald! It's Reefing News!
Bravo.
Very good, Ron. Very good.
I'm going to run out. I'm going to run out of these. I'm going to have to AI my own headlines at some
I know,
point.
but what concerns me is it sounds like there might be some fellow viewers that might actually sort of be able to partake in that exercise.
Yes.
Baby Dave talking about it as well.
The apple pies. The apple pies are just next level, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. Baby
There's
Dave
a whole OnlyFans site there. Obviously missed.
Wow.
Oh.
Talking about squid, though, you talk about squid there in the news. I don't know how. I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and I think I'd watched a fishing video, and then it just sort of, you might like this, and cookies or whatever you want to call it. And there are guys that literally, like, especially in like the States, they go looking for like the giant squid,
Squid, yeah.
And I'm talking, when I say giant, I mean like, well, I can't quote any, but they're like bigger than boats. They're like humongous. It's like, and I think what was it? One of the lines that he said was, "We know more about space than we do about the ocean." And I was like, okay.
That was just that guy, though, because he was fucking stupid.
What's that? Say that again.
So that was just that one guy, though, because he's just fucking stupid.
Well, because they were on about like how deep they were ascending some of these lures. After squid. I was like, wow.
That's why China are now setting up a actual base down at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. It's crazy. Squid Games, yes. It's absolutely crazy because all the rare earth metals and stuff they're finding down there and things like that. It's bonkers.
Yes.
It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize somebody went down there in a sub, a great two big cables and a great big long like metal bar full of weight, and this little metal ball, and he went in it in 1960s. He went to the bottom of the trench.
Yeah, did some mad shit back then, didn't they?
Wow.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Yeah. And they still got up for work in the morning, Ron.
Yes.
Yeah. I was on the winch that day.
I was on the dinner break. Anybody fancy playing a game?
Of course we do.
What have we got, Thomas?
It's not a long one.
What have we got?
The amount of times I'm going to cut that short, and then I forget that there's Ron in his lab coat right at the end.
Yeah, never cut that.
It's the best bit. I can't cut that out.
And every time I don't remember it's there.
Who's that freak? Oh, it's me.
I put a dozen or 15 Dingbats together early before we came on. I just thought I'd do them. Bit of fun. I know people like the Dingbats as opposed to the world's longest game ever last week, which we are still working on modifications in due course. But there's no prize. We just do it for laugh.
For the love of the play.
Yes. Right. Okay. Ron, I need music, please. Are we ready for new music and
music maestro?
Let me just check.
Oh, look at people already.
Are they just guessing already? Is that what all that? I'm looking at the chat going, what's all this random shit in the chat?
Tang, Regal Tang.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a text message to say, I won that.
Oh, dear. Ron, the answers are in the banners.
Oh, okay.
I'm prepared tonight for a change. Can you see them?
Oh no, I'm in Pick Me a Pair.
We could play that one
together.
Yeah.
Yes, we could. Right, I've got you.
You got me?
Yep.
Okay. So for those of you that have never seen this before, which I'm sure there won't be many, I'm going to throw up a dingbat, and you have to tell us what 3 or 2 or 4, depending on however many pictures there are, what words we are trying to, demonstrate or show you on the screen, and it will mean a marine animal, item, piece of equipment, something reefing related. So, for example, maroon clownfish. I just love that picture, Ron. Sorry.
I look like I've been eating dog shit.
Hairy dog shit as well. I think there is some sort of hair there. You may have been No, we'll not go.
No.
No. Right. Okay. Are we ready for the first one?
Rob saying no.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, we've got to have the full answer, please. So not the short answer, full answer. Okay.
Ooh,
Ready, Ron?
Been laid. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, very good. Very good. Don't know if many people will know who that is.
Well, there's some hard ones tonight. I've just tried to mix it up a little bit tonight. Oh.
Ooh. Harry Bo.
Correct. Well done, Harry.
Harry.
He knows he's Billy.
Well done, Harry. Well done.
Oh dear.
So 1 to Harry. Okay, next one.
I'm wondering what's going to come up now. Let's go. Okay. I
so nearly did. No, it's not a black sea witch. And it's not an either toadstool. It's close. Oh, no, it's Steve. Steve gets it.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve gets it. Yeah, leather toadstool. Well done, Steve.
Well done.
Well done. Rama. Frustration.
Yes. Mr. L, come on.
Oh, dear. Well done to those of you. Quite a lot of people got that right. Keyboard. Okay. Calm down, Rama. Next one, please. I had to. I couldn't help it.
I love it.
Sorry, Dave. It was in there from the week before. I was just too easy.
Ocean Night Mouse.
I was gonna say it.
Ooh.
Yacht trainer, baby Dave Mouse. Yes. See what you see, Steve.
So you see,
Come on. Somebody's going to get it.
God, it's not that hard.
Do you know the funniest thing is, right? I've used the same picture for the first same picture before, and people got it straight away.
Sea mouse.
Okay, so you need to look at the flag, which should give you some indication.
If Baby Dave was straight after the first photo, it would be seaman. Just saying. Nah, no mouse. Oh, we're close there.
We're close, that's what I'm saying. We're very close. Come on. What type of trainer is it? Ocean Night Midget Mouse. Shoot. Oh God! Come on, I'm going to give you a clue. Think of a very well-known, famous brand of fish tank aquarium, of which Ron has had 10. Oh, sorry, 11. Oh my God, Liam, behave.
Next.
Come on, Jay.
Yes.
Hey, here he is. Oh, dear.
It took somebody with a hint of intelligence to get it correct.
Yes. Well done, Jay.
Well done, Jay.
I hope you're good, mate. Okay. So what are the scores on the doors, please?
Harry has 1, Steve has 1, and Jay has 1.
Oh, okay. Okay, next one.
See Max Midget.
This is going to test you.
Ooh.
I really apologise to the younger generation that haven't got a clue what that is a picture of. They're like, is that what they used to call a cassette, Dad?
Yes.
It's an 8-track, son. Sega Grail.
Ooh, close.
Right,
Close,
Gaz,
Jeff B.
you've got one bit of it, Gaz. Come on, what's the... Sega Charles Pilot.
Oh, they're close.
What's the name of the game? Think about it. What does a fighter jet do when it goes really quickly? Jeff B should know this.
Oh, you're close.
Mm.
If you're an 80s to 90s child, this would have been you're close, baby Dave. This would have been at the amusement arcades. It would have been a game you would have played on if you went to the seaside, maybe. It was a very popular Sega game.
You would have been
Mega
screamed at to go to bed whilst playing this.
Yes. Oh, nobody's got it. Are we going to call it a day at that?
I'll be honest, I don't know if anyone's going to know the name of the game, so you're going to be struggling.
It was Afterburner. Afterburner Chalice. Sorry for making them too hard. Must make them easier, clearly. Do apologise.
Yeah.
Let's just get a new
Got to play to the audience, Tom.
Yeah. Okay, next one. I think somebody should get this one.
Very good.
Yes, Liam, you must try harder.
Yes.
Oh, Jamie's got it.
Yes, there it is.
There we go.
He's in.
Harry,
Good. Well done, Harry. Yeah.
Harry screams into the lead. Jack.
Oh, dear. Next one. Easy one, this one.
Ooh, I think
Three's the magic number.
this is going to be one of these ones that goes like that, Tom. Boom! And you're going to have 15 answers.
Oh,
There we go. Lee got it.
well done, well done, well done. You need to have intelligence to play this game. Oh, Dave's looking at his stickle bricks confused, clearly.
Oh, stickle bricks were the best toy ever until you went round to some dirty bastard's house and the kid had puked on them and it was all stuck in the bricks.
Sticky brick.
Again.
Sticky brick.
Yeah, and it was before people had pressure washers, so you couldn't get it out.
Stickle bricks were insane, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Oh, dear. Okay. Well done to those of you
Well
that
done,
got
Lee.
that right. Well done, Lee. Well done, mate. Yeah, next one, please, Maestro.
Oh,
This is hard, this one, but people should get it. If you're a Marvel fan, you'll get the middle picture. If you're not, you might not.
you're fucked.
I'm not a Marvel fan, but it just came to me and I was doing it.
man. No.
Oh, Rama. Straight in. Straight in.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Rama just woke up. What?
Wow. He plugged himself in, literally, to play GoldenEye on the N64.
Oh, that was a game and a half. That was.
Odd job and Pierce
on the
Brosnan
fourth
with
screen.
with the squarest heads ever.
Yeah.
What a game.
Oh, a few more people got it right as well. What's Marvel versus Reef? Oh, dear. Okay. Sorry, Ron. Can we have an update on the scores? Get into
Yes. Harry has
halfway
2,
point.
Steve has 1, Jay has 1, Lee Bristol Reefer has 1, and Rama has 1. So
Ooh.
Harry is in the lead.
Harry's in the
Again.
lead. Yeah. We ought to have an overall scores on the doors, haven't we, for these games? Because
We should.
have an overall score.
to be
We'll
honest.
make a note.
I do
Top
use
of the
the
map
same
for the end of
pad.
the
Oh, dear.
So,
Do you?
yeah.
Of course he does. This is Ron
Yes.
we're talking to.
The last game was Terry with a
Terry.
million points.
Points. Yeah.
Million.
The top of this page, the first thing I've written down that I had to do that day for the stream was download a fart sound.
Very important.
Quick,
Oh,
a
dear.
highbrow pad this. Anyway, yes. So
Sorry, I'm
Harry,
not 75. I don't have a clue what that is, I'm afraid.
I mean,
John Wright.
fair play to Haribo. Is he not in Greece at the minute? I think I saw him scuba diving today.
Yes, looks like he took some photos and they looked amazing.
Oh,
Definitely
definitely.
post that.
there's proof that he is able to type in Greece faster than they are.
Ah, like it. Like it. Right, sorry. Next one.
Very good.
I haven't seen him for a while.
You can't touch this.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well done, Jimbo.
Well
Nice.
done, Jim. Right.
Well done.
Gold
Well done,
stick
well done.
tool.
I saw that. I saw that. Oh, come on, Liam. Must be quicker. See him pulling a right face at me right now at the TV. Yeah, finger. Yeah, same to you, mate. Next one.
Oh, come on, people.
Oh, gee, this one.
This is going to be quick. You ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
John got it.
John,
Oh, no, he
can-
didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Liam got it.
Liam, is it? Liam, yeah.
Pink Cadillac. Oh, pink hammer. Yeah, I just read that as pink Cadillac. Oops.
Yeah, Liam actually pulled his finger out. Well done,
Well
mate.
done, Liam. Must try harder, and you are. Well done.
Oh, dear. There's only a few more now. Here we are. Next one.
Decent.
It was like broken bell end.
It's been at Greg's, Rob.
He's in. No, Steve's in.
Oh no! Hang on. It's Harry.
Is that
Oh,
a
are we
mushroom,
giving him a mushroom, or are we going to go? I'm putting it on to Ron here. He's the adjudicator.
Right.
You know what? Let's make it interesting. Let's give it to Liam, right? Which then makes a tie.
Okay.
We took one off Rama for a misspell earlier, didn't we? So there you
Yeah,
go.
we did.
We did.
Yeah. Sorry, Harry. Have to ease off the ouzo. Well done, Liam. Right, next one.
Okay.
That's a picture of me walking out of AAC earlier.
That is, yeah. That'll be you tomorrow.
Gaza, what part of that is reefing? Fuck's sake!
Are we giving it Jim here?
Don't pick on your on
Are we giving it Jim with that spelling or not?
Monty
Pora.
Porras?
Or are you giving it Kumar? Are you giving it?
Kumar's gonna have to get it.
Kumar gets it. Well done, Kumar.
Yeah.
There's even a space in there, Jim. Come on now. Kumar. Okay, so
Yep,
Harry and
legal
Liam are still.
papers are being typed out right now. Right, next one.
Oh, I do have a message from Dave and from Liam. I'm not reading that just now. Fuck off.
What is that? I won that one.
Probably.
Yes.
Easy one.
Yeah.
Jim was robbed.
Yeah. Because it's rigged.
I blame the lag.
Oh, there's a letter missing, Matt.
Some country.
Yeah, you
hogfish.
can't have that, Matt. I'm sorry. It's going to Julie.
Yep, there we go. So what Julie's done is, right, let's be honest. Julie has taken Jim's extra space from earlier, put it into hers.
Did
and
Matt not
removed
get that? Or was that just me missing
We
that?
didn't give it Matt because he missed the N.
Oh, sorry.
We're being
Right.
really pedantic
Wow,
tonight
right.
by the sound of it. So
Well
that's gonna
done,
be fun.
Julie.
well done, Julie.
Well done.
Or a giant hogfisher. Well done. Oh, that's not very nice. Pig fish farmer.
Fish.
I feel
you, Matt.
Oh, dear.
It's good to know we're absolutely irritating the life out of the audience.
Very good.
don't know how many more is there now.
It's 3.
1, 2 oh, 3 more. Yeah, thank you. Right, okay. Next one. This is a bit hard, this.
Oh, okay.
This is probably the hardest one.
Ooh.
We tend to get more beef off the audience when we're not playing for a prize.
Yeah,
True.
I've noticed. Loads of people. Oh, come on, Steve. Space Invader Pectini. Next. Loads of people. Never got my plaster.
What's the name of the film in the first thing?
AI.
Yep. And how many people are in the last photo?
Oh.
And then what is the name of the man in the middle?
Or who's he playing, or who does he betray in the famous
And also there's another famous
Gladiator
actor
film.
called Robert De.
Oh! Hang on. Anthony.
Who was it?
Got it. Yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah, Gladiator boy band. Oh, Steve, what's everyone doing this weekend? Thanks, man. Thanks for that. Right, okay.
2 to go.
Mushroom. Yes, next one. I didn't know this character. The character was named.
I don't know who that is.
Until I was trying to find. So you find a word and you try and find a picture to resemble that word, and obviously that's how I find these pictures half the time.
So let's help
Ominous.
the people out a bit. What's that girl's name?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Dee Dee.
Oh, there you go. Kumar.
Ooh, Kumar. Oh, we've got a
Just done
three-way
a
tie.
melted bit of plastic for that.
So we've got a three-way tie, right? Well, we do what we did the last time and only allow Harry, Liam, and Kumar to play.
Oh,
And
is that who's
whoever
in?
gets
Is that what is
first
that?
wins.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Harry. So the first person out of those three to get it right is the winner. Is the overall.
Because
winner.
if not, we're
It's
never
Friday
going to
night.
get a fucking winner.
No, fair enough. Okay.
Right, so Harry, Liam, and Kumar, this is up to you.
On your marks, get set. Good one. Oh!
Done.
He
Are we
came back-
giving him it? Are we giving him it?
He came back with the right spelling.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
come
he's
back
gone-
with the right
he's gone-
spelling before the others.
Yeah.
Liam got it
Oh, Liam got
correct.
it. Yeah, no,
And
Liam.
if we are going to pull people
Liam-
on spelling,
Liam's got it.
Yeah.
it's got to go to
Liam's got
Liam. Liam's the overall
Yeah.
winner tonight.
Well, fair
Oh,
play.
I
Well done, Gills.
overstretched your finger there, Harry, didn't you?
Fluffy ring. Oh,
Harry should know what
Yes.
that plaster is.
knock. Yeah, well done, Liam. Well done.
Well done.
I
Well done.
hope you appreciate the 30 seconds that I put into that before the show.
I would have said 25, but
Oh, yeah.
Tom was up until 3 o'clock this morning. doing those.
yeah. Look at the cartoon characters for DD.
DD. I know. You do know what I nearly did, don't you?
Double D.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
The DD,
did
yeah.
not.
I was about to, and I thought, no.
Yes.
Had you had enough talking about perverted stuff on Steve's stream on Wednesday night?
I know. The funniest thing is, I actually found a guy in the. No, we'll not go there. Moving on. Anyway.
What,
Oh,
for
come on.
DD?
No,
Could have done a snake's penis would have worked.
no, no. It's fair to say I retracted that. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, so I forgot that earlier. I actually have another couple of pieces of information to tell people. So I bought a battery backup on Prime Day deal on Amazon.
All right, yeah.
So I got an EcoFlow Delta Max 2 down from £1,599 to 949 quid. And it will power my entire tank for nearly 3 hours.
Nice.
The entire tank. And let's be honest, power's never off that long. But you can stack 2 on top of it as well, so you can have 3 times that amount of power. And it's an instant switching. Anyway, so I installed that. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was, since speaking to Dong months ago, my biggest takeaway from talking to him was to allow my temperature to swing more. I cannot believe the difference.
I think the actual conversation was you need to swing. I think that's what he said.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean, it's the Friday night stream,
turn it
isn't
into a reefing thing, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Fair enough.
yeah, I obviously took the advice wrong, Rob. No, so I was 25 to 25.5 for years, right? Watching all the BRS videos, as we all did back then. Stability is key, blah, blah, blah. And you had this tiny little window of temperature. And then Dong's like, no. 2 degrees swing. And I was like, right. What 2 temperatures? 24 to 26. I'm like, really? So I sat on it. And about a month ago, I implemented it. The growth rate, in particular in my Acropora, is unbelievable. My alkalinity consumption is gone. So I've been dosing about 100 to 110 milliliters of alk a day. Since doing this, it is slowly ramped up to 200 milliliters a day. And that's the only difference I've made. And get this, the kicker of all this is I've actually given away quite a lot of corals this month. Therefore, my alkalinity consumption should have dropped. But all of my colonies, my plate colonies that I cut from to then put on the frag plugs, have just exploded in growth. I've actually got a video. This is not a promotion. I'm not trying to sell corals, but I just want to show people the size of the coral. So I'm going to say they are 2/3 bigger than what they were.
What time scale was this?
Month, 4 weeks, roughly. So see those PC rainbow right there?
Nice. Yeah.
They were completely cut to the plate a month ago.
Jesus.
That granulosa there, completely cut to the plate. That Ballygreen Slimer there, completely cut to the plate. And all of those peach frost there were all just 1 inch tiny sticks. My acans
I like the peach frost. That's a bit nice.
They're gorgeous. The acans are puffier. Everything just feels a little bit. I mean, those purple Valida there at the front are just grown to the glass.
And over what time scale are you doing this swing?
A constant 24 to 26 swing. So my heaters switch off at 26 and they don't come back on until it drops to 24.
Right, okay.
How long does that take?
Well, it can take, I mean, today it just didn't happen because we had over 20 degrees in Scotland today. Yes.
Wow.
The tarmac was
Your
melted.
car park is just littered with bodies.
Yeah, so today it didn't actually drop much. It just pretty much stayed between 25 and 26. But, you know, during the winter, it's maybe, I don't know, 3-4 hours, something like that, roughly. But it's interesting.
It is interesting.
It's the only thing I've changed. And the growth rate has just, well, the alkalinity consumption just gives it away, doesn't it? Something's munching it. So, yeah.
I wonder if it helps me with me running a bit warmer at 27. I know you do 26, but I've seen such a difference in my tank downstairs because I was forced to look at temperature, which I'd never really bothered with.
What were you running before that then?
25.
25.
Yeah. And now it goes 26, 27 every day.
Yeah, that's what I run.
Just out of interest, are there any clams in that system at all?
No, I almost ordered one. So I ordered my fish for my spawning system. So I've got a bristle-tooth tang, a 6-line wrasse, 4 or 5 really small, like 10 pence piece sized tuxedo urchins, and a great big bag of trochus snails. And I did click on the inverts page clams, and I was like, it did have a Durasa, but I'm not ready for it. I don't have anywhere for it to go to give it the care it requires, and I'm just not there yet. But I would love one.
Yeah, I'm just interested if they can tolerate that same swing. Out of interest.
Well, my Durasa is sitting at 27.5 at the minute downstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
I've had it go to 28. 28,
Yeah.
20 over 28 is when I start doing something about it.
Well, we had this conversation about the spawning temperatures, didn't we? Because if you look at the temperatures in the seasonal data, they get high. Everyone's high.
I mean, that's not 28 all the year. That's 28 this time of year with it being hot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I kind of like, I don't want to like purposely stress things, but due to the setup of the tank and the lighting and how intense it is, and I suppose where the tank is in the room, airflow, all those sort of aspects of it, it does run warmer, and that's obviously pelmet open, doors off, so loads of flow air going to it. But yeah, hitting 28, I don't really stress, and the acros, not that big an issue. I mean, obviously I had the salinity issue, whether or not that combined with the temperature hike we've had recently was the reason why that Aussie one didn't got monk on. But I've got other Aussie corals in there that are doing fine. Polyp extension, more than happy. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to, I know it sounds a bit bonkers this, to not stress it maliciously, but to have those swings, I really don't think it is.
That's why I'm doing it.
I think you're hardening. I think you're hardening your tank, because there's no way in the ocean everything stays the same all the time. It doesn't. There's going to be fluctuations in salinity, in temperature, alkalinity. There's going to be swings, but it isn't going to go from 5 DKH to 10, obviously overnight, or as an example. So I do think it's what do you define as a swing? Since we're having this swinging conversation,
well,
you understand what I mean? I think you can have deviations, is what I'm saying, and I don't think they're as big a deal as some people make out. And if you've got a mature, stable tank, it's more likely to be able to withstand that deviation, rather than throw. Yeah,
because I would interpret a swing as a shorter duration in time, as a trend.
Mm-hmm.
Like a spike is like a very quick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
a swing is like a 24-hour difference, and a trend is happening over weeks and months.
And that can be the difference from your doser running out of something and then you're putting it back on again. Yeah. As opposed to pouring twice as much in an hour than you normally do.
But it's interesting from a biological standpoint what that's triggering to cause that extra growth.
Yep.
Yeah, that is. Did you do that overnight, Ron, or did you phase it in over a week or a couple of weeks? Or
I did 1 degree and then 2 degrees. So I ran 1 degree pretty much straight after speaking to Dawn, which was 3-4 months ago now. Yeah, and then a month ago. Yeah, so I did 2 months of 1 degree swing full instead of half a degree, which is what I'd been doing for years. And then about a month of 2 degrees.
I don't know if you two can remember. I sent you that paper about a year ago, probably 2 years ago or whatever. Yep. And that was literally on that basis that it was basically saying, or the snapshot was that it's all about being able to convert the energy. And obviously heat was a big part of that in terms of the temperature and the light and the food source. They all had some sort of, I suppose, symbiotic almost relationship with each other that a coral would need, for maximum, I suppose, absorption or whatever, or conversion of the energy. Temperature was something that they said should be looked at to get more.
Yeah, I just wonder if dropping down to 24 switches off some of those sort of biological processes, which makes them more effective when they switch back on. And if you're at a constant temperature, they're just bobbing away. It is at a set temperature. It's just at a set temperature. They're bobbing along at like 30-40%. Whereas if you drop down, they switch off, and then when you come back up, they ramp up to like 70-80%. So overall, you're getting more than you would.
Like a bolus.
Yeah.
It depends on it depends on the coral though, or the animal, the creature in general. Depends on the species and where it originates from.
Ron's talking about essentially. Well, it's essentially SPS. You've got acans in there, haven't you?
Yeah, there's acans, goniastria, goniopora, Duncan.
Are they growing or are they just
fluffy?
Sort of fluffier. Yeah, a bit hard to tell sometimes. They've got extra heads growing.
Yes. Right. They are multiplying. Yeah.
What about, have you changed? Are you upping the feeding to go with the metabolism increase, or
no?
It's just temperature is the only variable that you've changed.
Yep. Oh, The only other thing I've done is I'm starting to use a DIY calcium now. I've been running my own DIY alkalinity for over a year. And then basically when my Red Sea ran out, I then started making my own, and the calcium was the last one to run out. So I started making my own of that about a month ago, and that's the only other thing I've done.
Okay.
Harry sat at the bar with a bloke from Faulty Towers.
Picture or it didn't happen.
The bloke from 40 Tower. I mean, it's a bit vague.
Oh yeah, which?
I mean,
It's not
John
gonna be
Cleese. The other guy died, didn't he? Manuel.
Yeah, Manuel, he's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Who else was
back
there?
to corals. Sorry, I just saw that and I threw it up. Sorry.
I've got a picture, right, Harry? Send it to me, and I'll put it on. Send it to me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Dave and Liam both wrote, "I won that."
Oh.
Yes, Liam, you did win.
Yeah, so getting back to our temperature swing then. So on that premise, obviously, if you went from 0 to 30,
Yeah.
your growth would be absolutely just insane, wouldn't it? Is that not how it works?
You could quite easily do that in Scotland as well.
I did say to Ron, widen that envelope, and he's like, fuck off.
Literally.
I literally said, "Fuck off." No, I mean, we were talking about the seasonal data tables for spawning, weren't we? And I think the highest temperature was like 28.9. And I looked at you and you looked at me. And then Rob didn't actually say it straight away, but I went, "That's too fucking hot." And Rob went, "Yeah, I shaved a bit off."
Yeah. I wanted to know if he was going to go for it. I would have gone, "Oh, yeah, I'm doing that."
Yeah.
But with what you've just said, though, do you not think that certain numbers like that might be triggers?
Right.
Like metabolic sort of triggers inside.
I totally agree with you. And I oh, fuck off, Tom. I don't want to think about it. Now it's going to...
Pussy.
I don't think they're that precise.
Do it.
Yeah. No, I don't think it'd be
Would
that
they have
precise.
grown bigger if I'd have put it at 28.9?
Yeah. That extra 0.1 of a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get me an extra axle. But
This is that moment you say, what would Jesus do? What does Jamie Craggs do? Does he play with temperature to that degree? And or is he
stay round them.
Oh, hold on. First and foremost, Mike from Finest is Reefing Jesus.
Yes.
Fishman Jesus.
Fishman Jesus is right, Jamie.
He's Fishman Jesus. There's no Coral Man
Obviously,
Jesus.
Fishman Jesus. Right.
Julian Sprung is Reefing Jesus.
You mean the Julian Sprung that's coming on in August? He actually wanted to come on tonight. And I said, yeah, he did.
Well, you said no to him.
I said no.
Because we had Rob coming on.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
No,
I can't argue.
Julian's coming on in August. So is Tamara Marshall and other guests to be released.
Oh,
Yes,
Tamara
what's his
Marshall.
face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Glimpse.
Oh, Basil. So he's talking about John Cleese, I'm assuming.
Oh, he's talking about John Cleese.
Yeah. There you go.
You obviously don't know he's called John Cleese then.
No. Basil.
Just tell him to shout John across the bar. Oh, John!
He's also not sent me a photo, so it obviously didn't happen, Harry. Just saying.
Right, okay.
Harry's just pissed and he's watching an old episode of 40 Towers on the telly. That's the reality of it.
Gaza, that's already been planned. Watch this space. Harry has been calling him Basil. How do you set the apex to control seasonal flow? Oh, Rama's goading you both here.
I'm going to say you can't.
Well, I can't.
I've never heard of it.
I can't find a setting in the seasonal data table, so I don't think it exists.
No, I've never heard of it. I was very surprised when Ron said seasonal flow data. I was like, what?
Yeah. You can do tidal flow, can't you? You can ramp it up and down tidally, but
Yeah,
but that's not from a data table.
no.
That's just within the pump settings. Yeah, but yeah, there's no flow tables in the Apex. Well, if there is, they're very well hidden.
I mean,
Steve's the only person who knows where they are.
I still find the apex like just wow. There's just intimidating is what I would say.
you can fuck things up. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. and it's like, and you can't even do the old turn it off and turn it back on again and hope that everything's back as it was, because it's just not.
Yeah.
Because it's the fucking cloud thing, innit?
Yeah.
We were doing a bit of code that everywhere on the internet says is right, but it just wouldn't accept it. So yeah, it's you can fuck it right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing Rob said to me was, you've got to do it in the right order. It doesn't just make it up for you. You've got to do the lines in order of.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can have the right code, but in the line.
Sounds like a good
the wrong
Friday night,
lines.
Donald.
Yeah.
After a tiring week at the GC.
Good times.
Come on, Bernadette, get them brownies.
That's it.
Oh, getting abuse from Rob's wife in the background. Happy day.
Yeah. She's like, shut up, you two retards.
I think it was worse than that, to be totally honest.
I toned it down.
Is
Go
the
on,
code
Jimmy.
on the Apex? Like, do you remember back in the day where everyone was trying to learn basic HTML and you write out a long line of code just to get a word to go across the screen really slowly?
Just to scroll
No.
across. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
He's tapping loads of code just to get one little tiny change.
No, it's not. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty simple.
It's quite
Once you-
intuitive, really. And there's a
Yeah.
big drop-down menu of choices. So a lot of the time you don't even have to code. You have to pick the right stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. What's everyone doing this weekend?
Just took the words out of my mouth, Ronald. There we go.
What are you doing, Tom?
I'm going to do a load of fragging.
Ooh.
Well, I was meant to be doing. I was on my own, of course.
Right, okay.
Don't want an audience.
Yeah. Single frags.
Well, I was meant to do the garage, but some twit didn't turn up to help me move tanks around. So half the garage is on the decking.
That drippy to it.
No, not that drippy twit actually.
Oh, not a
Somebody
drippy
else.
to it.
Somebody else. Matt the twat didn't come to help me. Not Matt Norfolk Reefer, by the way.
I was about to say
Another Matt. No, it's a long way to travel. Bless him. Now I need to move a few tanks about, and they're not the sort of stuff that Kaz can help me with. So we're talking about a 9.5, 10-foot coral table that needs putting in. But yeah, and piping, which
Lovely.
I just don't want to rush it. So because obviously I want to frag everything from the DT downstairs to put in the garage to be able to swap and kind of hopefully part fund, the hobby, as I was talking about earlier in the show about, modern reef and cost of it all, which I'm sure everybody watching at home knows what I mean in terms of cost of running a tank. They're not exactly cheap. So yeah, but Mike at Finest, when we went on Saturday, he was saying about doing some frags for a bit of store credit there. So I said,
brilliant.
I said,
Okay.
I said there were quite a few acros that I'd got that they'd not got, and obviously Peter Parry takes quite a few in. I know a few people got a few of his frags. So yeah, obviously I've got different ones. So that's what, as a shop, you want as many different products on your shelf as you can have. So yeah.
How do I save an image from Instagram? Because Mr. Parry sent me an image. How would I? I don't know how to use
screenshot
Instagram.
it, don't you? I don't know whether you can save it
Oh,
on
do you?
Instagram. I don't know.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I'll see if I can pull it up.
All right, thank you. Yeah, but these two are boring as fuck. I don't want to listen to you.
Yeah. We're too stubborn. You don't understand us.
Yeah.
Are you going to AOC tomorrow, Jamie?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'd love to. Like, just round the corner.
It's my mum's 70th tomorrow, so I've got to do all that sort of stuff.
Yes,
But,
you do.
But I'm going to go. AAC are having a summer party sort of thing tomorrow, staff party. So I'm going to pop along to that after that. So I shall see
Oh,
them.
are they? Okay. I think I'm meeting Baby Dave there tomorrow and possibly Daz.
Oh, okay.
I think
Oh,
we
nice.
might be going. We're getting there
Nice.
early doors, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. All right. I mean, potentially, you might have 3 kids with me, but maybe. I went there today and forgot all the bloody frozen food, which I went there for. So
That is so annoying. I do it all the time. I get home and I didn't buy what I went there for.
I went there for frozen food, but spent about. Let's not talk about it on other stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll maybe see you in the morning then. First thing.
Yeah.
Are you going with Strattons then on the tank, Jamie?
TBC.
Oh,
Ooh,
you're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. I'd love to have Strattons, but
Yeah.
So is this like
doesn't let
the
me.
goal? Is this like the? Well, I was going to say, is this like the Gold Flake Angel that happened instead of taking your missus out? So instead of getting the new kitchen because the doors are falling off of the cooker's foot, you're going to buy some Strattons.
We need a new car, but we don't need a new car. That's bad.
Oh, right, okay. We can run it on 3 wheels. It's fine.
Yeah, you cut the floor plan out. Just get the kids to. They're like the Flintstone car.
Yeah.
What other lights were you considering instead of the Strattons, though?
Radions, was it?
So it'd either be Strattons or Radians as my first choice. However,
Right. So don't give me the bullshit about money then.
No. That would be my first choice if money was no that sort of stuff. But I've been looking quite a bit at bang for buck. I think you struggle to beat the Orphec range. So looking around potentially the Orphecs or moving over the 6 Radians I've got on these 2 systems with another 2 and putting Orphecs back on these. So the spend wouldn't be as big. I'm liking Orphecs. As I say, they're really, really good value for money. It's just there's not really any reliable supplier in the UK for them. You've got to buy them direct, haven't you?
Get the coral cares on it if you want value for money. That's what I've got downstairs.
You fucking drop them in the tank.
Swear by them for the money, for what they give you.
Is that the Philips lights, is it? Yeah.
Closest to a T5.
I know, that's what Sam Parker runs, isn't it? Has he got them?
It's Sam who convinced me to go for those on the display tank downstairs. Yeah, I'm glad I did, because there's no way I could have afforded the Strattons downstairs. I would have needed 4 or 5, 1,500 quid a piece. What's that, 6 grand?
Just fucking get them, Tom.
Yeah.
There may be an upgrade in the future.
So I was looking at, if I went the Stratton route, is the middle one the 132 or something? Is that the middle Stratton?
I can't remember the numbers.
Tell you.
It's the 18.5-inch square model, the middle size they do. I need 3 of those, and they're like 1,280 quid each or something.
Do those numbers actually mean anything? Is there
the amount of
number of
LEDs.
LEDs? Is that what it is? Right, okay.
Liam, Finest used to distribute them as well. They're coming to the UK. I can't remember who they're coming through. Anyway.
But the thing is, I've not got to think about lighting for 3 months or so because I've got to do the whole rock curing phase and that sort of stuff first. So I can chip away and save a bit here and there. Not to that level, but...
I mean, your issue with the Radians was your headroom for that tank. You're very limited, aren't you?
Yeah, so the Stratton's profile suits it perfectly, right?
Yeah. Slim design.
No fans. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when you buy those, do they give you a minimum clearance around the light?
On the what, sorry?
On the Strattons, do they give you a minimum clearance on the light? Because obviously the heat sink is built in. So if you went, fuck it, I'm going to screw the Stratton straight up onto my ceiling.
I don't think you want to stick it inside a hood, would you? Because there has to be.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether they say when you buy it, whether it gives a minimum clearance.
There must be some spec on it,
No.
Don't know.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we're getting too technical for a Friday night now. Too nerdy. Who wants to know about this shit?
You burn it out, you just buy another one. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Just toss it out the window like a frisbee for the kids.
Rob, I tell you what I was going to ask you earlier. Have you started drilling holes in your ceiling yet?
Me?
Rob, sorry, I meant to say. If I'd have said Rob. Rob, you started drilling holes in your ceiling? Yeah, you were on about the skylark things.
Fuck me, no. Oh, no. No, me thinking about doing something and actually fucking doing it, it's like...
Oh, really?
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Like a
That was
decade.
just weeks ago, crazy thoughts. No, I mean, that's gone.
I was going to say, if I've had a sleep, wiped.
Alzheimer's is great fun, isn't it?
It is brilliant, yeah. I've had the same book for the last 10 years.
I was going to say he's auditioning for the next Werther's original fucking advert.
Mr. Peter Parry sent me this photo and he says, "These were genuinely being sold at a car boot sale. I have no idea why I thought of you." Fucking six quid each though. Seriously.
Oh, wanky hanky.
Wow.
So thank you, Peter, and it was really nice to meet you.
Nice that he thought of you when he saw those.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, instantly.
I mean, I don't know why he was shopping for wank rags, but you know.
Must have left a salty impression with him on Saturday. Ron.
Right, Tom, what's happening on Sunday morning?
Yes, me, Josh, and Rodders are going to get together to have an hour of salty catch up. Join us on Saturday. It would be good to see you there if you can spare an hour of your Sunday morning. But other than that, enjoy your weekends, gentlemen.
We've got a salty banter on
Oh, I'm not bothered about that.
Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock.
I will be watching.
Oh, it's
What time is it? 3 o'clock?
It's not live.
Oh,
Yeah.
The next live's on the 26th, I think. The Saturday the 26th.
yeah. Who's on?
You're not invited, or?
I know. I'm just saying who's on.
Rob, Melinda,
Who?
Steve,
Who's
Lee,
that?
Mantis Reef, Tom,
Yeah.
Jordan.
It's gonna be
Jim.
on for a while.
I think that's about it.
Okay, cool.
You put me in the fucking spot there. I can't honestly remember.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, sounds good.
Well, have a good weekend, everybody, then.
Good weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining
Enjoy.
us. See you later.
Great weekend.
Bye.
See you Sunday. Bye.
Bye, everybody.